Hello, hello, and welcome to the Colossal Discovery Event in Pokemon Go. It is currently a beautiful Saturday afternoon out here in Ala Moana. Just got through with a Regirock raid, so I'm going to go ahead and check right now to see if we got ourselves a shiny. Unfortunately, no shiny with that one. But if I do catch it, this would actually be my first Pokedex entry Regirock, so either way, I'm pretty happy with this one. Let me go ahead and catch this one real quick, and then I'll go ahead and explain through the rest of what we're planning to do for today for the Colossal Discovery Event. So it looks like we managed to catch ourselves Pokedex entry Regirock, so pretty happy about that. So decided to move into the shade for this one since it's starting to get a little bit hot out there. I was successfully able to catch the Regirock, even though it didn't have the greatest of IVs, and even though it wasn't a shiny Regirock, it was still my Pokedex entry, which I'm very happy about. And it was able to complete the very first task for the biggest feature of the Colossal Discovery Event, which is the special research to unlock Regigigas, which is appropriately titled the Colossal Discovery. So it looks like the special research is divided into 4 different parts. The first of which leads with the following text from Professor Will. Hey there, JMS. Good to see you again. Your research inspired me to do some more research of my own, and I think I've come across something groundbreaking. I was investigating the digging patterns of Diglett, and I wound up heading deep into a cave. Inside, I came across some unusual markings carved heavily into the cavern walls. At first, I thought them to be random, but then I realized the carvings form 4 unique patterns, each consisting of 7 circles. These patterns look incredibly familiar, and I think we need to take a closer look at them, at some Pokemon in particular. Can I count on you to help me research some Rock-type Pokemon? I have a hunch that this will lead us to our first clue. And with all of that said, the 3 main quests for the first part of this research. The first one was to catch either a Regirock, Regice, or Registeel, which I was able to do just now, which is actually kind of coincidental. I was talking about rock types, and the first one we got was a Regirock, so that was kind of a happy accident. It seems the next one is to catch 7 rock-type Pokemon and evolve 7 rock-type Pokemon. So with all of that, I think I'm going to go ahead and do a quick lap around Ala Moana real quick. Try and catch all these 7 rock-type Pokemon, and I'm trying to get the 7 evolutions out of those rock-type Pokemon. Let's do it! Real quick shiny check on the Regice. Oh no, not this one. Got another Regice to shiny check. Nope, not this one either. So we are now currently at the other end of Ala Moana, and we were not only able to complete the tasks for part 1 of the Colossal Discovery research, but we're also able to get the 7th day research breakthrough. So I'm gonna go ahead and open that box up right now. I want to try and see if I can get any of the shinies. Oh, and a Universe Stone. So that's alright. That's kind of a win in that point. But let's see if we can get ourselves a shiny bird, or a shiny Groudon, or shiny Kyogre. Let's see. Well, just a standard Moltres. You know, can't complain. It's been a long time since I've seen a Moltres, so it's kind of cool to see it again, to be honest. I'll go ahead and catch this real quick, and then I'll go ahead and claim everything for part 1 of Colossal Discovery. Looks like we managed to catch that Moltres, and looks like it has some pretty decent IVs to it, so that's kind of nice. Alright, and with that, let's go ahead and claim everything for part 1 of Colossal Discovery. So the first of which, 3000 XP, which is pretty nice. Second of which is a Pokemon, and it's Cranidos. Actually, this should be perfect, because I think with this one, it should tip me off to be able to get Rampardos, I believe. Got ourselves the Field Research Cranidos. Let's go ahead and check out its IVs, see if it's any good. And actually, yeah, it's a fairly solid Cranidos. I got measured up with the other one to see which one I want to evolve to Rampardos later. Other than that, we also got ourselves a Tyranitar. Alright, I can't argue against that. That's some flexing right there. Oh. And let's see if we can get ourselves. I apologize, my throwing game isn't exactly the greatest. And it looks like we managed to get ourselves a Tyranitar. As long as, alright, I don't know if I keep it. Alright, so with all of that, let's go ahead and claim these rewards and move on to part 2. Alright, simply amazing. The pattern on the Regirock you caught matches perfectly with the first pattern of carving on the walls. This leads me to believe we should move our next investigation to Ice-type Pokemon. I wonder if we'll find another Pokemon that will help us solve this puzzle. I have one in mind, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'm sure with the help of an accomplished trainer such as yourself, oh thank you, we'll be on our way to figuring this out in no time. Alright, so the first step is once again to catch a Regirock, Regice, or Registeel from a raid, and then to catch 7 Ice-type Pokemon and to evolve 7 Ice-type Pokemon. Alright, so go ahead and see how many I can accomplish heading back to the other side of Ala Moana, and I'll probably grab something to drink too, because honestly I'm starting to get kind of thirsty. And yeah, we'll check out, head back to the other side of Ala Moana, maybe head out to Ala Moana Beach Park, and we'll see how it goes. Let's do it. Got our first ever Registeel shiny check. Woo! Got one. And dude, that's legit. Look at that. Look at that. Emerald, like lime green exterior. Dude, that's awesome. Got our second Regirock shiny check. Not this one. So it looks like we managed to get through all of the quests for part 2. I'm going to hold off on claiming those for now. Right now I think I'm going to head on over to the nearest food court, just catch a breather real quick, let this phone charge for a little bit, and then after that I'll go ahead and move on to part 3 of the Colossal Discovery Special Research. So I am back from my short little break, and I have now moved away from Ala Moana itself and have moved over to Ala Moana Beach Park. And it is here that I'm going to go ahead and claim the rewards for part 2 of the Colossal Discovery Special Research. I'll go ahead and claim this 3000 XP, and we'll see what this Pokemon is, and it's a Lapras. You can never go wrong with Lapras, really. Go ahead and catch this guy real quick. Oh, give me one moment. Got ourselves a Lapras. In terms of movesets, and pretty good IVs, so it's pretty legit. And let me go ahead and claim the last Pokemon, and it's an Abomasnow. I'm personally not as excited for this one as I was the Lapras, but it's still no pun intended, but it's a cool Pokemon. Alright, and we got ourselves one Abomasnow. Abomasnow. Something like that. Alright, and with that, I'll go ahead and claim the rewards and move on to part 3. Got ourselves a Sinnoh Stone, 3000 Stardust, and 10 Great Balls. That was nice. And the text reads, as expected, Regice clearly has similar markings to the second carving I found in the cave. I remember an ancient legend that told a story about a colossal Pokemon. It said that it made Pokemon that looked like itself from a special ice mountain, rocks, and magma. Could it be these Pokemon these patterns originate from? This is starting to get exciting, isn't it? The first 2 Pokemon were Regirock and Regice, and there's only one left that we must research further. Alright, so first challenge is to, of course, catch a Regirock, Regice, or Registeel. I guess Registeel will probably be the best one to catch just for story-wise, but whichever one we happen to catch is whichever we happen to catch. And then lastly is to catch 7 Steel-type Pokemon and evolve 7 Steel-type Pokemon. With that, I think I did see a Registeel raid, although it's kind of late in its current cycle, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that one in particular. But yeah, I'll start heading over that way, try and catch as many Steel-type Pokemon as I can, start evolving as many as I can, and then after that, I may start heading out towards the Waikiki area, just because I figured a change of sceneries would be pretty welcome. Usually don't come down this side too often, so it'd be nice to walk around Waikiki for a little bit and try and catch as many Pokemon as I can. Let's go ahead and get through this part of the research. Registeel shiny check number 2. Ow. Still got him for the challenge thing. unfortunately my main camera died, so I won't be able to do I was unfortunately unable to show some of the stuff that just happened recently live, and I won't be able to show anything else that's happening live. But to kind of give a quick recap of what just happened, I did manage to get my first Pokédex Oshawott, which apparently there's like 2 or 3 around this park, so this park may be a nest, so I may walk around here a little bit longer. I did another Regice raid, which unfortunately that one wasn't shiny, but yeah, I guess it's another Regis, so that's kind of nice. And I was able to get through part 3 of the Colossal Discovery, where the rewards were 3000 XP, which is always nice, and as well as a Shieldon, which is really good because I need those candies for Bastiodon, and a Steelix, which honestly the evolutions that they give for this one is actually pretty legit, I have to admit. Unfortunately I won't be able to read off the text since I'm recording with the phone, but I guess I'll leave screenshots of it in front of my face right over here if you want to read through, pause through and read it yourself if you wanted to. But to summarize the last part of the Colossal research, the only quest I need to do is to take a screenshot or take a snapshot of each of the Regis. And while I could do that right now, I figured since I have a few more raid passes available, I'm going to go ahead and head out, try and get myself a shiny Regice and a shiny Regirock, and then that way I can complete it with all shinies, if I can. If no can, then no can, you know. But yeah, that's the plan for the rest of today. I'm going to go ahead and continue walking down Waikiki, trying to do any more Regice and Regirock raids that I can, and hopefully I'll be able to get a shiny out of it. Oh, one last note, the thing that I forgot to mention at the very beginning of this is that to kind of show support for Team Trees, which if you haven't heard is the challenge spearheaded by Mr. Beast and Mark Robin, I believe, or Mark Rober. And essentially that challenge is to plant 20 million trees before 2020, and the way to do that is to donate $20 million to teamtrees.org, all of the proceeds of which will go to the Arbor Day Foundation. And the way I want to support during this particular event is that for every Reggie that I catch, I'm going to donate $5 each to teamtrees.org. For any shiny that I get, whether it be a Reggie or a regular Pokemon, I'm going to donate an extra $10 for that one. So right now I'm currently sitting at 6 regular Reggies and 1 shiny Reggie, but I'll come back at the end of the video to tally up my total score, or to tally up my total amount of Reggies and shinies throughout this event. And yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get a decent amount of money out of this. So that's ultimately the plan for the day. I'm gonna go ahead and head out and walk the rest of Waikiki, see what kind of raids I can find. Let's do it. So unfortunately my backup battery started running out of power, and my phone itself was already on the brink of death, so I wasn't really able to record any more live footage while I was at Ala Moana. So just to give kind of a quick summary of what happened, I did manage to do a few more Regirock and Regice raids, and fortunately I was able to get myself a shiny Regice, which I think is pretty legit. I was pretty stoked about that. But unfortunately I wasn't able to get a shiny Regirock as well. I figured getting the Pokédex entry Regirock today is a pretty good compensation for that. So anyway, now that I'm back at home, I had a chance to eat some food, get some rest, and importantly my phone is now practically near 100%. I figured now would be the best time to finally close out today and to finally close out the last 3 quests for the Colossal Discovery. So I think it's only fitting that I start off by taking a snapshot of my Pokedex entry, Regirock, since Regirock was the one that was mentioned for the first task, and it's the first one I caught during this event. So let's go ahead and get that picture going. Let's hope AR decides to work with me. Alright, got ourselves something good going. A little bit tiny from this angle, but I mean, you know, what can you do? Make me angry. Alright, and we got ourselves a Regirock picture. I know that since these are being taken in my room very impromptu, they're not the greatest of pictures. Probably later on I'll probably find a spot to take more aesthetic photos with them, but for now, just to complete the quest, let's go ahead and get these pictures in. Alright, next up, I think it's only fitting to do the shiny version of the Regice. So let's go ahead and bust that guy out. Let's see if it will work with me. And oh, this one's much closer. Oh, it's a very intimidating shot there. Behold the face of fear. Alright, we got ourselves some Regice pictures. And to close it out, let's start off with our shiny Registeel. Which, admittedly, out of all the Regis, this one was the one I was probably looking forward to the most, because honestly, I think this is one of the better looking shiny Regis out there. But let's go ahead and take this guy's photo, assuming AR wants to work with me. There it is. Oh, that's gonna be close. Alright, how about there? Right, it's so green. This is a very unflattering angle, but it completes the quest, so alright, we got him. Alright, so with that, we can go ahead and claim our 9,000 XP. And we can go ahead and start up, or we can get our Regigigas candy, our mid-floss avatar pose. And with that, let's go ahead and start our encounter with Regigigas. Oh, it takes regular Pokeballs. Nice. Okay. See if I can just pineapple this guy. Oh, this is gonna require some effort. Alright. Silver pineapple this sucker. Alright. And with that, we've got ourselves our Pokedex entry, Regigigas. Alright. Look at this guy. Hidden Power and Giga Impact. Very interesting moveset. Alright, in terms of CP. Let's check out the appraisal. Solid defense. Would be great and competitive if it was an alright Pokemon and competitive. But there we have it. That ends the Colossal Discovery. It's like we are way to go. Wait. Oh. Boom. Got one. Alright. We got ourselves some Regigigas pictures. You know, for having to lean back as far as I did, these actually came out alright. One more thing before I officially end this video. During my time at the Colossal Discovery Event, I was able to get 11 total normal Regis, including Regigigas. So at $5 each, that'll bring the total to $55 for Team Trees. I was also able to get 2 shiny Regis, $10 each, so that'll be an extra $20, making it $75. And I also caught myself a shiny Roselia, brings it up to $85. And while it was not hatched during the Colossal event, I did manage to get myself a shiny Sneasel out of a 5k hatch. So I figured I might as well include it into the donation pool anyway. So that'll bring the total donation to $85 from the Colossal Discovery event. Remember, if you do want to support this cause, help plant 20 million trees by 2020, I'll go ahead and leave a link to teamtrees.org down in the description down below if you want to go down there and donate as well. Alright, and with all of that said and done, I think that pretty much ends it for this video. If you enjoyed it, you can go ahead and hit that like button, maybe even consider subscribing as well. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video.